count mine. I can go down there and get 100 straight knockouts in like 3 days. Am I going to get credit for that? I'm asking the question.
Some places.
No, I'm saying from you.
From me?
Yeah.
I got to give you some type of credit.
All right, but I'm just saying, like some type. That means it's an asterisk next to that. But I'm saying with the 50-0, it's a real 50-0.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody put no asterisk next to Floyd 50-0. You know what I'm saying? Even though he fought a guy with 0 fights when he had 48 fights. Come on, man. Come on, man. Be for real. Like, be for real.
Well, all right then. So let's take it into some of these fights that are coming up, because I didn't get your take on this Shakur Stevenson and Floyd Schofield fight. Floyd Schofield hasn't fought anybody with a undefeated record. He hasn't fought anybody really in that top 10 discussion. He's fighting the 3-time champion Shakur Stevenson. What do you think about the fight? Is this competitive?
I think it will be competitive for some rounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think, but I also think, like, I also got to get the experience to Shakur, the ring generalship to Shakur. Like, it'd be hard for me to say Floyd gonna go in there and listen to his daddy and him talk though, but they almost ready to sway my opinion. But I'm just saying I've known Shakur for so long, and I've seen him with so many different people that I just got to give the experience to been there. Like, you can always want to do something, but it's experience and being there and going. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. You got to go through it.
Right.
Sometimes, with a guy, a virgin fighter on the championship level, right? Sometimes that championship task is overwhelming. So Floyd, I like Shorty. I like him. I think it's too soon, personally. I really think it's too soon. I would let Shakur go a little bit. I wouldn't go after Shakur anyway. But I'm saying I ain't seen enough of Floyd because the way they talk, like Shakur gonna be easy work, which I don't think it's another 135 pounder that would consider Floyd easy. I mean, Shakur easy work. I don't think Shakur's easy work for nobody. In none of them weight classes, from 30, 35, 40, even 47, I don't feel like he gonna be easy work for nobody.
Very skillful. Very skillful.
Right. And that's what pay the bills, and Shakur will show you that, look, I ain't gonna get beat, even if I don't put on the most exciting fight. I'm gonna secure the victory.
Right.
So I'm just saying, I just don't see how Floyd, let's say he's stronger than Shakur. Let's say, he hits harder. He won a certain. Shakur's gonna dictate how that fight goes. And Shakur gonna come away with the victory. Now, people gonna say, "Oh, well, he ain't stand there and fight Floyd Schofield." Whatever they say, but guess what? Shakur gonna hold on to his title, and y'all can talk about the next one. So if you asking me, I gotta go with Shakur. I haven't seen Floyd on that type of level for me to say, yeah, Shorty ready. I haven't seen that out of him yet. So I got to go with Shakur.
Now that, right? What do you think Floyd Schofield can do to make things complicated for Shakur?
I mean, skills. He's a good boxer. He's a boxer with in and out movement. And he's a good boxer.
Floyd, what can Floyd do to mess up plans, to mess up Christmas?
Shit, be dynamite. I mean, Floyd Schofield going there. I mean, I don't know his knockout. What's his knockout ratio? I don't know. I mean, if he could go in there able to put out a knockout.
Pretty high KO ratio, but it's not.
Yeah, but he got to pretty much just make it an ugly fight. He got to go in there. He got to go in there and smother him and just keep punching. Period.
Yeah, he got to fight. He got to fight him.
He got to make it a fight. Because if he make it a boxing match, he's not gonna have a chance. So he got to take it to the streets. He got to make it a fight. He got to go in there with zero respect and just make it a dog fight.
Well, you gotta have some respect because you fuck around, you going there, you're gonna get touched. You know what I'm saying?
He has some respect. If he got the respect, then he gonna let Shakur dictate everything. Shakur gonna dictate. If Shakur dictates, you got no chance.
But Shakur ain't the one that's gonna just let you sit back and get off a whole bunch of shit. I mean, he moves and counters and do shit like that. So he's looking to break you down and stop all that too.
Zach, the only way he got a chance, he got to get on Shakur like a tattoo. How close is your tattoos on you? How close is that Brooklyn on your back? That's how close he got to be.
Yeah.
If he ain't that close, he ain't got no shot. He gonna get picked apart.
You said earlier that they were talking like you was like they were persuading you. What?
No,
why?
I said that if I listen to his daddy, right, his daddy is so highly confident, and he talks as if Shakur, that's easy work. And I've never heard nobody talk about Shakur like that. Nobody. But obviously, I ain't see the sparring. Obviously, I ain't see anything. I just going by the daddy's confidence. And then this the daddy confidence. He had this same confidence with Devin. He talks about like he been in there with all these high-profile guys and held his own. I mean, but I don't. If I could see some of that, I could give you a more advised opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because I would have more to go on. But all I got to go on is some of his fights and what his daddy said. Now, going by what his daddy said, it should be a good fight.
Now, would you base good sparring off of the way base that off the way the fight gonna go?
Never.
Like, say a person got off.
Never.
Right. So a person got off.
You know why? You know why those at? You know why I wouldn't?
Right. Because,
as you know, I don't know what the guy did the night before sparring.
Right. Preparation.
I don't know what he did that week. Like Jack, we'll come in the gym and we just go spar no matter what. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I don't know what they did. Sparring ain't fighting. Sparring, you could be catching somebody in the tail end of the camp, one guy in the tail end, one guy in the very beginning. So if you got somebody get ready to fight next week or the next 2 weeks, and you got somebody just starting camp and they spar, it's unfair to say, well, this guy's better, because they had two different spectrums of their camp. Right. But if one guy get out a little bit, then they're gonna say, oh, well, I did this or I did that. Sparring is subjective. You know what I'm saying? And unless two guys are at the same level and at the same time, which is hardly ever the case, then you can't really carry a fair judgment, And then sometimes when you got guys who fighting and sparring partners come in to help, sometimes they want the sparring partners to emulate the fighter. So they tell them what to do. So obviously the fighter, if that's all they got to do is worry about this and worry about that, then they should look good, because that's what they get paid to do. They get paid to come in there and emulate the guy they going to fight. So they handicap them themselves. So, sparring is a whole lot of things go into sparring. And that's really not talked about. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now, Zab, why don't you answer your own question on this one? Because you've had some legendary sparrings, and you was able to fight some of the people you sparred as well. How does that, like, how do you bring that to this situation? Like, do you agree with Hassam? Like, do you feel like that's?
Yeah, I totally agree. Just because you have a good sponsor, that doesn't mean a fight night you're gonna have the same success. Because it doesn't go like that. It doesn't go like that. Like, maybe the day you sparred me, I just walked in the gym and wanted to spar. Or maybe you was the third or fourth guy that I had already sparred.
Right.
Now you the fourth guy coming in. I'm not full of energy. I'm not full of my potential. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? And you get off a little bit. That doesn't dictate what's gonna happen when I focus and put everything on you. When I focus on you, it's a whole different fight. It's a whole different
2-3 months getting ready for you.
Yeah, that's a whole different fight. We're gonna have a whole different fight. So I don't base stuff off of that either. You know what I mean? Definitely
People act like sparring is like an actual representation of what's going to happen in the fight. And
not.
it's not. It's not almost. It's not. Oh,
No.
nowhere near close. You know.
Like I said
Because
before, if you never put them on, if you never been in the gym and you never put them on, you wouldn't understand.
that's facts.
Big fact.
Really, you really wouldn't be able to understand, honestly. Because,
Yeah.
like you said, preparation is everything. You know what I mean? Like, you can have a better day in the gym than me one day, and so, but at the end of the day, whoever works hard in that training camp and gets to the peak, to the best of their best, shit changes, man.
100%. That's
Big
fact.
facts.
And facts don't change feelings.
100%.
No,
100%.
no. Facts changes feelings,
Facts changes feelings.
but
That's right.
feelings don't change facts.
Talk to him.
Fuck how you
Talk to
feeling.
him.
That's what it really is. That's facts.
Right?
Yeah.
You can feel how you want to feel, but it ain't gonna change the fact.
So do you hear that when you do hear that from his pops, like, hey, listen, we've gotten these world champions ready, and it's always him talking about sparring. Do
That's
you
their
feel like that's
feelings.
going?
That's not gonna change the fact, but they gotta get in there and prove it.
Mm,
That's the way they feel. But the fact is, Shakur has done it on a world class level, multiple
Right.
times and multiple weight classes. That's
And
a
numerous
fact.
years.
So
And numerous years.
right. So his feelings can't change that fact.
okay, okay. So obviously, we've seen Shakur get backlash on some of his opponent, some of his
Tell me
performances.
when he lost.
He has
Oh,
lost. I like
okay.
but you know what I'm saying.
No, I
People are
don't.
all
I
right.
tell me
So
when he lost.
all right. So people have given him backlash on some of his
From a
performances.
winning performance, I take
Publicity.
backlash off a winning performance all day.
I hear you on that. I hear you
Big
on that.
facts. The
But
champ is here.
when you hear some of these guys, like your boy from Baltimore, Tank Davis, say, "Yo, you ain't do enough." What you think about that?
Supposed to talk like that. He's a
Yeah,
competitor.
I'm saying that. I mean, what I'm saying is this, right? Tank is ultra exciting. He's an ultra exciting fighter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you compare him to Tank, and you talking about who gives you the most, like bang for your buck, all right, it's gonna be Tank, right? But then
Right.
if you super involved in just the boxing, the boxing IQ, you know what I'm saying? Then you be like, well, you know what? I just seen I seen more boxing out of Tank than out of Shakur than Tank.
Right.
So I think it's relative. It's what you want to see.
Good fight. Good fight.
Some people don't want
Excellent
to
fight.
see knockout strangers that might sing. Some people enjoy the art of boxing. Just I like to see it. I like the people to go 12. I'm getting my money's worth. People
Mm-hmm.
used to get upset when Tyson used to knock people out in one round. They used to actually get upset.
1,500
Man,
seats.
I went to the restaurant. I come back, it's the fight over.
But yo, like at the end of the day, a lot of these matchmakings that for certain fighters like Tank Davis, like he give you that surprise at the end, and if he can't get a certain style that's gonna be in front of him, or not necessarily in front of him, or just somebody that's gonna be like more difficult to track. How can he give you that show? How can he give his fans the show? And that's why sometimes we don't see these fights. Is that true or is that
That's
not?
100% true. But the difference is this, right? This the difference. Tank got the cachet. He can do what he wants.
Yeah.
When
Right.
you the A side, you can do what you want. And if you don't feel like, that you got a dance partner that's gonna put on an exciting fight, then you just go in next. Okay. Floyd ain't fight Paul Williams. Floyd ain't fight a lot of guys that was there. That could have potentially gave him problems or wasn't fan friendly style enough for him or might have been too risky for him. Right? So, he ain't fight everybody. I don't
Right.
know nobody who fought everybody. So if Tank and Shakur don't fight, and they both getting 7, 8 figures a fight.
But Floyd fought like over 20 champions.
Do we need to dissect that? Do we need to get into that?
I mean, if you would like to, that's
I
on
mean,
you.
okay.
You know, that's on you, brother. You know,
I'm saying, like, you know, we can get
It's
into it,
the
but I'm saying
rock.
it's the rock time, baby.
all
The
them
rock.
champions wasn't like that.
Oh, talk to me.
Just saying, like
Jeez.
all them champions wasn't like that.
Oh, who wasn't like that,
I'm
Rock?
just saying, you know, we can pull up the record. You can pull up the record, start asking me the name.
All right, here we go.
No. Wait a minute. Let me just say this, right? Floyd
Love
fought
it.
a lot of excellent world champions, right? He
Yeah.
fought a lot of excellent world champions. But to say he fought 20 champions, like all of them was like that, they was not.
More than
At that
20.
at the time.
But no.
Remember
I
that.
like how
Yeah.
he's coming right now. So we're gonna, continue.
Timing is everything. Remember that.
So on the top of your head, right? Who do you feel like wasn't like that? Like on the top of your head? Because I know you must have a couple right away. Because I'm about to start slamming names right now.
I mean, I think he knocked out one world champion as Money Mayweather. Was he like that? When they touched gloves?
Who?
Victor Ortiz.
Was he like
Oh,
that?
Victor
Was
Ortiz.
he like that? Yes or no?
Victor Ortiz. He
It's a
wasn't
yes or
like
no.
he ain't like that, like
Okay,
that, like how you trying to say, but yeah,
I'm just saying. Listen, first of all
punch.
of them.
He could punch.
Okay, he could punch, but Floyd wasn't getting hit by none of that. So let me just say this, right? As a world champion, I got respect that they got the world champion. But I'm saying, if you gonna make it like you making a big deal out of the 20 world champions, like they were all elite world champions, they was not. That's all I'm saying.
Diego Corrales.
100% like that.
Like that. Good fight though. Watch the fight. The Floyd was different.
Jose Luis Castillo.
Castillo like that. See, look, wait a minute. Let me simplify what you're doing, right? When you talk about
Ricky Hatton.
when you talk about Pretty Boy, you know, so you might as well skip to the money.
We already know Zab was like that.
100%.
So the Money Mayweather started after Zab. That's what that started.
I mean, if you're gonna say that, I mean, these are the names: Ricky Hatton, Juan Manuel Marquez, Shane Mosley, Victor Ortiz, Miguel Cotto, Robert Guerrero, Al, nah, whatchamacallit, Alvarez wasn't a champion yet. He was mad young. Marcos Madonna, Manny Pacquiao, Andre Berto.
You didn't get a couple of them out of the names you said. You didn't get a couple of them one like that.
I mean, I didn't think that Guerrero was like that.
Okay.
But he got an extensive resume.
You can't argue with it, right? You can't argue with it. Floyd beat Floyd. Floyd is one of the best fighters ever, right? You can't argue with he did what he did, right? But I'm just saying, when you going on claiming 50, and your 49 fight was against the guy.
De La Hoya.
Huh?
Can't forget De La Hoya.
All right, well, how about this, right? How about this, right? Since you brought up De La Hoya, right? And this to come out De La Hoya's own mouth, right? He fought De La Hoya. He was contracted to a rematch, right? He was supposed to fight De La Hoya in the rematch, right? So it was a year long that he had that he had to do the rematch in, right? He retired for 1 year and came back after the year, after the time was up that he didn't have to fight De La Hoya. You know, come on, man. Like that's real. That's a real event. It really happened. You know, you retire during the time that he can implement this rematch. You can't fight unless you fight that lawyer. So you retire and then come back a year and a day later when it's over? Come on, man. And then you fight Marquez because you didn't want to fight De La Hoya again. And I mean, the De La Hoya fight wasn't no pushover.